All right, we was talking about the Alabama brawl, and your thoughts about it. You was glad for
Yeah, I
black
was
people to
just
come
glad
together.
to just how our the black community just come together when it's time to come together. I was stating about when we come together, it becomes very fearsome.
Yeah.
You can use those examples when the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Now we're marching and protesting. Now the world is feared. And of course, there were some negative things coming out of it, such as smashing of and damaging property. But Black Panther Party, they made sure they demolished that
Yeah.
and not the white supremacist groups.
So it didn't happen.
Um,
The Panther Party. It
yeah,
didn't?
oh yeah, they demolished that.
Wow.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it was the throwing of the hat or the swimming across the water.
Oh my goodness. For me, it was probably throwing the hat. That was
The
the
hat.
bat signal.
Yeah. For
Um,
everybody.
yes.
Okay. The missing persons. You was done with it. Tired of it.
For
The missing persons. Everybody coming up missing.
oh yes. It seemed like there's so much going on, and whether it's sex trafficking or not, so many, particularly our young black girls are missing, and it's always I'm reading and hearing about ages of girls, 13, 14, 15, 16, are missing. Why are
But are they though? Because I'm seeing videos of little girls coming back dancing on there saying, I ain't missing or I'm with my boyfriend. What y'all
right?
thought?
Yes.
So you don't know what's real and what's fake.
I don't know what's real and what's fake. And the one example of the one girl, I can't remember her name, that was missing, but she abducted herself. And
With the
was-
baby on the highway?
Yes, and
Yeah.
she was staying in a motel room, and so
Oh, she was.
yes, she was in a motel room, and so that after that, I think particularly white people was
Yeah.
like, okay, we done
I'm
with
done.
these black people being missing.
Yeah, that wasn't really missing. Yeah, I was through too. And it makes it hard for the ones that's really
Yes.
missing. Happy National Davis Day. You made that up?
Um, I read it somewhere, and of course, I don't think it's a real thing, but there's something, if you look at it, reality, there's something, there's a National Cheeseburgers Day.
Yeah.
There's a National Margaritas Day.
Yeah.
There's a National Popcorn and Donuts Day. So they've come up with something to be praised every
Yeah.
day.
Well, you make up Davis Day, I'm going to get it to Mika's Day.
Okay, sounds good.
Mays. Is he from the council, one of the council members? I'm still seeing clips of him.
Oh, Frankie Beverly and Mays?
No, the guy that gets in the council meetings and just start going off
Oh,
on.
Eric Mays.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know his first name, but yeah.
Oh, yes, from Flint.
He is funny.
Yes.
He is. You know him?
I've never met him, and I always wanted to go to one of the council meetings because it was becoming popular now that from people to videotaping, his statements and how he would talk to people, and particularly like white people. He was becoming national, and there were talks of maybe getting a TV show behind that. So
Really?
yep, and you see on social media. So whenever he was in airports, famous people or non-famous people always come up to him and ask for a selfie with him.
You like him?
I love Eric
Yeah.
Mays. Yes.
Me too.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. The cleats they were putting up. They put them up already in Detroit. The big shoes.
Yes, and
They did?
I'll get a chance to see everything next week. I don't know how much I'm going to see during the NFL draft, but my daughter and I will be down there checking out a few things and some of the concerts. And so I heard one of the big concerts that they're going to do is going to be a free concert for Detroit. Big Sean featuring the Detroit Youth Choir. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
They've been involved with a lot.
Yes.
They are amazing. One, my daughter's coach, she does the choreography
Oh,
for them.
wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
they are amazing. So you wasn't involved with designing or
I
doing the
was
art?
not, no, but I promise you, after this year with the new chapters that's going on,
Yeah.
you'll probably see me and see my name in some things,
Some big things.
in Detroit. Yes.
Okay. Don't forget about the little small
Okay.
fries. The Mike Tyson fight. You watching it?
I am going to watch it.
Yeah.
No big expectation here. Of course, I grew up a Mike Tyson fan and watched a lot of his matches, and so I'm rooting for Mike Tyson. But I don't know why they're fighting or what was the purpose of this fight. But to me, it's entertainment.
Entertainment. Yeah. He's pretty fast though. To be, how old is he?
Oh my God, Mike has got to be what, 60s, something in his 60s.
Oh, he run pretty fast to be 60. Okay, now this young lady, who I do not know how to pronounce her name, but I feel like she's done some amazing things, and I've never heard of the Urban Farm. She's the co-director or now the director.
From Detroit.
Yeah.
Yes. She does a lot of things with the community, and what I really love about her and the organization, they do a lot of things for not just black people, but young black kids in the organization, such as taking our kids horseback riding, exposing them to things that we don't normally be exposed to on the daily.
Right.
And when I first got involved with her and the organization, it was kayaking. Now, when have you heard of black people
Right.
going kayaking?
I've
But
never
every
been.
year they put on a kayaking event where they have all these different kayaks, and black people learn how to kayak, and so I love that.
How do you pronounce her name? Yeah. Tafira?
I believe that's how you pronounce it.
Tafira.
And if she's watched this, she'll probably correct me.
That's
after she
okay.
sees
We're
it.
giving you your props. Tafira Hannah Rushton.
Yes.
She black?
Oh, yes, she's black.
She is?
Uh-huh.
She got to be mixed with something with that name, Tafira. Look like Tafari.
And the name of the organization is Black to the Land. So instead of saying back to the land, it's black
to the land.
to the land. And you can pretty much just search that in a Facebook engine.
Yeah.
And it'll bring you to their page and see what they're doing.
I was
And-
looking at it.
Yeah.
Some big things she done did in the community. She one of us.
And also, they are involved with the gardening,
Yeah.
showing
Which we
our
probably
young
need
black
to.
kids how to garden.
I probably need to go to one of her classes. We need to get back to the growing our foods. The Lions all
Yes.
over your timeline.
Oh man, I'm a huge Lions fan.
I see.
Whether they winning or losing, so I've gone through a lot of years where I've cried and probably threw my drink.
Not cried.
Yeah, I've been disappointed in a lot of games and end of season, but I love them. And this, or the last year's season, looks very promising. And
It
so
did.
I'm hoping for the best for this year.
Yeah, yeah. Who made your lions? Is those shot glasses or just glasses, period?
Oh, I have so many different things.
Oh, my God.
Lions. Like I said, I just celebrated a birthday, and some of my birthday gifts
Yeah.
were Lions merchandise.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Yeah. How did you feel when they didn't take home the win? You
I
cried?
was still proud. I was disappointed because in one particular game, I believe that, of course, we've gone through those many times, but I believe that we were cheated. And but I got used to seeing that.
Yeah.
Even when Stafford and Johnson were playing, I believe a lot of those games we were cheated. Or the referees see things and don't see certain things.
I think for sure we all thought we was winning it this year. Yeah. You did?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go to the playoffs.
I did
you?
not go to
You
the
did?
playoffs this
It looked like you did that video.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could have fooled me. I thought you was doing the recording.
I'll be there this year if we make it.
For real? Okay. Okay, this is part of the interview where I asked you to rep the city you from, which you said you was born in Mississippi. Well, we going to do Detroit.
Yeah, we're going to do Detroit because I
Okay.
lived all over. I was born in Mississippi, and I lived in Memphis, Tennessee, and I even lived in Tacoma, Washington. And, of course, lived in Saginaw when we moved to Saginaw, Michigan from Tennessee. But Detroit is where a lot of things started happening for me.
Big
my,
things.
My career, my art, the exhibitions, and so I got to rep Detroit, and that's where my lions are.
Okay. Okay. Well, with saying that, give me the best artist out of Detroit.
The best artist as far as musical artists
Any artist.
or any artist. The best artist out of Detroit. Wow, when you say best, BEST,
From
that's
your perspective.
from my perspective.
And it could be a lot, but give me like your top one.
Honestly, rest in peace, my hat go off to Aretha Franklin.
Very good one.
Yeah.
Big one too. Okay. Best restaurant.
Oh my goodness, there's so many, and
I know, and you done been to all of them.
well, here's the thing, and I don't go to restaurants for the hype of the restaurants. I'm a burger lover, so I search restaurants to see who has the best burgers. And I think at the end of this interview, I'm thinking about going over here to Bar Louie. I've never been to Bar Louie, but just recently on Instagram, I saw that they make burgers about this big. So I'm had to go and judge
Check
them
it
for
out.
myself.
Okay.
And sometimes it ain't about how big your burgers is. I've tasted some of the best burgers that were really small and
Thin.
mini. And I've tasted a lot of big burgers that didn't really have much going on. So eventually I'll be doing something similar. Probably not a podcast, but yet I don't want to be like some of the
Mr.
food
Chime
critics.
Time.
Yeah, I don't want to be in my car eating a burger. I still love enjoying going to sit down in the establishment and showing you how the burger looks and give you my
Rating.
opinion of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen where you was rating them 3.5 out of 5.
Yes.
All right. Well, I don't know if you go out, but your best club.
I don't go out.
Okay.
So I don't really do clubs, and I've never really been a club person. And as I drive around, I see a lot of nice looking clubs, but yep, those are not. I probably would if I want a single father now, but because I'm a single father, I don't do the club
A
scenes
whole lot
or-
of that stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, if you can give me 3 positive things about Detroit, what would it be?
Oh my God, 3 positive things about Detroit. Number one is the creativity of the culture. We have a lot of that's why I meet a lot of visual artists that love painting and that they love doing murals. So you can come to Detroit and you'll see a lot of wonderful art on buildings. And I'm not just talking about graffiti art. There's a lot of wonderful art that's being displayed on businesses, and we have a lot of nice galleries and museums downtown. That's one. The second one is definitely our food and the restaurant. Of course, when you think of food in Detroit, what do you think of? Coney Islands, and that's all nice and everything, but there's so much more to food than just Coney Island. So I love our food and the food culture. Number 3, I will probably just have to say the downtown itself, the Riverwalk, Greektown, and Campus Martia. There's so many different things to do, so many different positive things to do, so many things to do with your kids and family if you have kids and family. That would be my number 3.
Okay. Well, that's the end of our interview, but I did want to ask you. We was riding down Woodward, and I was looking at, it used to be a house where the lady did a whole lot of art on it.
Are you referring to?
Not too far from Spectrum.
Are you probably referring to the Heidelberg? Are you referring to Heidelberg project?
Yep, that is.
Okay.
And now the house next to her, I see is they doing art on it. Do you know her?
Well, this started, I want to say the Heidelberg started early 90s. And he's still alive. They're going through so when he started this, he started out, I believe, painting his house with just a bunch of random different things on the house, whether they're polka dots, and then they went from painting polka dots to attaching stuffed animals on the house. And when they first started, people were saying, what is this? This is trash looking. Why are they doing this? And it became popular to people that don't live here. People were coming from Canada, from Wisconsin to see this take pictures of this, to where the Heidelberg Project was growing, one house after another house after another. And the story were that, okay, this was in a drug-infested area. Now you got the police involved with what's going on. You got tourists involved. So you're knocking out the drug business. And so one night or a couple of nights, they would come and burn down these houses. And so they were destroying the Heidelberg House Project. And so also Heidelberg Project was also in charge of doing gardening for the community and doing some positive things. So now that's the thing now. So they want to continue the Heidelberg Project with the art that's going on, but you have where allegedly some of the drug dealers in that community was not allowing it, so they'll go and torch and burn down the houses.
So is that why that one house is not finished, or they're just getting started on it?
Probably just getting started if they're, but now what they're trying to do is make sure we got the police green light protection, make sure it's being watched, and, we got the police protecting us instead of just being the house out there by itself. Nobody's watching it, and the next day it's gone. So. Wow.
Is that something that you would partake in?
I thought about it. I've been to some of the events that they have, and so I'm stretched so many different ways. So
you are.
Maybe one year if I get more involved with that project.
Okay. Well, this is the end of our interview.
Awesome.
I appreciate you coming out, sharing your journey with us. You guys, if you want to look for David Young, his information will be at the bottom of the screen, as well as mine will. Give it a week, it'll be aired. Stay tuned for the next episode and guests. And thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't get me talking about you good now.
I'm going to get somebody to just take a picture of us.
Okay.